Hello students, today we are going to solve Agniveer Vayu IAF Group Y paper 25th July 2022. Before we start, I wish you a very best of luck. If you want to practice all the questions from this paper, please visit our website www.examsnet.com. You can also download our app. The link is given in the description box. Let's begin with question number 1. Select the most appropriate synonym of the following given word. So synonym means similar meaning, right? Similar meaning of the given word. So here the given word is abhorrent. So abhorrent means causing or deserving strong dislike or hatred. So causing strong dislike or hatred. For example, racism of any kind is abhorrent to me, right? So which means causing strong dislike. So among the 4 options, so we need to find the synonym that is similar meaning of abhorrent, right? Here the first option, innocuous. Innocuous means completely harmless. Completely harmless. So which is not the synonym of the given word abhorrent, right? So option A is incorrect. So whereas second option, inoffensive. Inoffensive means not causing any harm. So which is similar to innocuous, right? So not causing any harm. Any harm is called inoffensive. For example, he seemed like a quiet, inoffensive sort of guy, right? He seemed like a quiet, inoffensive sort of guy, right? Which means not causing any harm. So third option, attractive. Attractive means very pleasing in appearance or sound. So very pleasing. Very pleasing in appearance. Pleasing in appearance. For example, I find him very attractive, right? So which is not the synonym of the given word, right? Whereas the last one, awful. Awful means extremely bad or unpleasant. So extremely bad or unpleasant. Unpleasant. For example, he suffered awful injuries in the crash. He suffered awful injuries in the crash, which means extremely bad, right? So which is synonym of abhorrent, that means causing strong dislike or hatred. So similar meaning of abhorrent is awful, right? Option D is the right answer. Question 2. Out of the given 4 words, only one is spelled correctly. Find the word that is correctly spelled. Here option A, democratic. Democratic is correctly spelled. So which is option A, right? So whereas suffered is wrong. So correct spelling is S-U-F-F-E-R-E-D. Right? Whereas weather, third option is weather. Its correct spelling is W-E-A-T-H-E-R. So whereas horrible, correct spelling is H-O-R-R, double R, right? I-B-L-E, horrible, right? Here democratic means based on the principles of democracy. So based on the principles of democracy. Democracy, right? Whereas suffered means to experience physical or mental pain, right? So here weather means the conditions in the air above the earth such as wind, rain or temperature, especially at a particular time over a particular area, right? Here horrible means very unpleasant or bad, right? Here the correctly spelled word is democratic. Question 3. Select the segment of the sentence that contains the grammatical error. If there is no error, mark no error as your answer. So here students, A part is hardly had he completed his homework than the is the B part. Lights went out is the C part and D part is no error, right? Here, students, in the given sentence, if you consider A, B, C as a sentence, right? So, in the given sentence, hardly had he completed his homework is a phrase or a part of the sentence. Then the lights went out. So, the lights went out is the other phrase, right? So, in the given sentence, we have two phrases here, right? And there is a word in between two phrases, which is than. So, which is a conjunction. Conjunction, right? So conjunction means it is a word that is used for joining other words, phrases or sentences. So used to join the phrases or words or sentences. So we need conjunction, right? Here than is called conjunction here. So in the given sentence, so the correct conjunction to be used here is when. Then only the sentence becomes proper. Hardly had he completed his homework when the lights went out. So this when is called correlative conjunction. Particularly it is called correlative. Correlative conjunction. So correlative conjunction is a word or it is a pair of words. Sometimes more than one word is used as a correlative conjunction, right? So it is a word or pairs of words that connect to two parts of a sentence. So here two parts are there, right? So hardly had he completed his homework is part 1 and the lights went out is part 2, right? So which connects two parts of a sentence that have an equal value or correlate with each other. Here two parts are, they correlate each other, right? Or they have an equal value in the given sentence. Therefore, this type of conjunction is called correlative conjunction. For example, two, T-O-O, two, right? So, or two, neither nor, neither nor. So, pair of words, right? Then hardly is a correlative conjunction. When, so in this particular case, so when the lights went out, right? So this is called correlative conjunction. Or no sooner or than, these are correlative conjunctions, right? So in the given sentence, so instead of than, the proper conjunction should be when, right? Therefore, so the grammatical error lies in B part of the sentence, right? Therefore, option B, right? Grammatical error lies in B part of the sentence. Question number 4. Identify the word that is opposite in meaning of the word inadvertent. So we need to find the opposite meaning of the given word. So among the 4 options. So here the word is inadvertent. So inadvertent means done or happening unintentionally. So happening unintentionally. Unintentionally. So opposite meaning of unintentionally, happening unintentionally is intentionally, right? So among the 4 options, option C is intentional. So which is opposite meaning of inadvertent, right? So whereas the remaining words adequate means enough or satisfactory for a particular purpose. So adequate means enough. Whereas available meaning is able to be bought or used. So available means able to be used or able to be bought, right? So negligent, last word is negligent means not being careful, not being careful. Therefore, the correct opposite meaning of inadvertent is intentional, right? Because inadvertent means happening unintentionally. Question 5. Choose the appropriate word for the given sentence. Your brother will be failed, dash he does not come tomorrow. Here, students, we need to join two phrases of the given sentence. Here are two phrases. Your brother will be failed. And the next phrase is, he doesn't come tomorrow, does not come tomorrow. Here, the appropriate word which joins the two phrases is if, right? If he doesn't come tomorrow, your brother will be failed, right? Here we use if, option A. Here we use the joining word if to introduce possible or impossible situations or conditions and their results, right? So to introduce possible or impossible situations and their results right? So to introduce the situation, we use if. Here the situation is he doesn't come tomorrow. If he does not come tomorrow, right, is the situation, and the result is your brother will be failed, is the result, right? To introduce the situation and its result, so we use the joining word, particularly it is called conjunction, right? If he does not come tomorrow. Option A is the right answer, whereas the remaining options, though, unless, and until. So though, particularly it is called subordinating conjunction. Subordinating conjunction. Subordinating conjunction. Right? So we use the subordinating conjunction though in situations like, for example, we didn't make any profit, though nobody knows why. So when though clause comes after the main clause, it can also mean, but it is also true that. So meaning is, but it is also true that. Also true that. So the meaning is, but it is also true that. For example, we didn't make any profit, though nobody knows why. But it is also true that nobody knows why. Right? So next option is unless. So this is also a conjunction, right? So it meaning is except if. Except if, right? For example, they won't come unless you invite them, except if you invite them, right? They won't come unless you invite them. So a conjunction. Whereas the last option, until. So until is also a subordinating conjunction, right? To connect an action or an event to a point in time. For example, we played chess until midnight, right? So to connect an action, so we played chess. Here, playing chess is an action. We played chess until midnight. Until midnight. Therefore, to connect an action or an event to a point in time. So to a point in time is midnight here. So we use until, right? Therefore, so this is also a subordinating conjunction. Right? So for the given question, your brother will be failed if he does not come tomorrow is the answer. Option A. Question 6. In the following question, out of the 4 alternatives, choose the one which can be a substitute for the given word or sentence. One who eats everything. So one who eats everything is called omnivorous. Omnivorous means a person or an animal feeding on a variety of food of both plant and animal origin. So feeding on variety of food of both plant and animal origin. Animal origin is called omnivorous. So whereas the remaining options, omniscient. Omniscient means one who knows everything. Knowing everything is called omniscient. Knowing everything. Right? So next word is irresistible. Irresistible means too attractive and tempting to be resisted. Too attractive and tempting to be resisted is called irresistible. Whereas the last word is insolvent. Insolvent means unable to pay debts owed. Unable to pay debts owed is called insolvent, right? Therefore, option A is the right answer. Question 7. Select the most appropriate synonym of the given word. Synonym means similar meaning, right? Similar meaning of the word fury. So here fury means wild or violent anger. So wild or violent anger is called fury. Right? Among the four options, option C is the synonym of fury. Right? Option C is anger. Anger, it's a strong feeling of annoyance or displeasure or hostility. So strong feeling of annoyance. Annoyance is called anger, right? Whereas the remaining options are crime. So what is crime? An action or omission which constitutes an offense and is punishable by law, right? So crime is punishable by law and it is an action or omission which constitutes an offense, right? Whereas sin means an immoral act considered to be a transgression against divine law, right? So immoral act. Immoral act is called sin. Whereas risk is a situation involving exposure to danger. Is called risk. So here the synonym of fury is anger. Option C. Question 8. Select the most appropriate meaning of the given idiom. Draw the line at something. Draw the line at something is an idiom that means to set a limit on what one is willing to do or accept. So to set a limit on what one is willing to do or accept is called. So meaning of draw the line at something. For example, I draw the line at a pizza with anchovies on it. Right? So to set a limit. To set a limit on what one is willing to do. Willing to do. Is called draw the line at something. Right? Here in this case, I draw the line at pizza with anchovies on it. I draw the line means, so I want to set the limit, right? So on eating pizza, right? I draw the line at a pizza with anchovies on it. Therefore, so look at the options. So option C, accept something up to a particular point. Option C is the right answer. Question 9. Give one word for one who hates women. One who hates women is called misogynist. Misogynist. Option B is the answer, right? So whereas the remaining options, misanthrope. Misanthrope means a person who hates or avoids other people. So who hates or avoids other people is called misanthrope. Whereas option C, feminist. Feminist is a person who supports equal rights and opportunities for all genders, not only for women, for all genders. So who supports so equal rights and opportunities. Rights and opportunities. It is for all gender. All genders. Whereas effeminate. Effeminate means a man who exhibits feminine behavior. So who exhibits feminine behavior. Feminine behavior. So therefore, for the given question, one who hates women is called misogynist, right? Option B. Question 10. Choose the appropriate preposition for the given sentence. His path was beset dash difficulties. Here, students, the given sentence is saying something about someone's difficult path, right? So, his difficult path, right? Therefore, the use of the word beset, we are using beset word, right, in the sentence, which indicates studded with or be covered. So, be covered or studded with. Studded with. Therefore, Therefore, his path was studded with difficulties, right? So something about someone's difficult path. Therefore, it should be with, right? Therefore, option A is the right answer, right? So the most appropriate preposition should be with. So with means having or possessing something. So having something, right? Or possessing something is called with. For example, the plan was beset with difficulties from the beginning, right? The plan was beset with difficulties from the beginning. Therefore, we use with preposition when something about someone's difficult path or something about someone's plan, right? So in that situation, we use with preposition. Whereas within, among, and by remaining options, so within means inside something, right? So inside something, right? Not about something, it is inside something. We use within preposition. So whenever there is situations like more or less centrally in relation to several other things, we use among, right? So next is by. By is used for identifying the agent performing an action, right? So this was acted by some person or some agent, right? Therefore, some noun, right? So this was acted by. This was acted by some actor, right? Like that. Therefore, so for identifying the agent performing an action, we use by preposition. Therefore, for the given question, option A is the right answer. Question 11. What is the antonym of the given word, right? So here initiate is the given word. Antonym means opposite word, right? Opposite meaning. So opposite meaning of initiate is. So what is initiate here? Initiate means to cause something to begin, right? So to cause something to begin. Something to begin. So opposite meaning of begin or to cause something to begin is end, right? So here among the four options, so finish word. So option D is the opposite meaning of begin here, right? Or initiate. So finish means bring to an end or complete, right? Bring to an end, or bring to complete, right? Therefore, which is opposite or antonym of initiate, whereas the remaining words are start, begin, and commence. So what is start? Start is nothing but to begin doing something, right? Whereas begin, so these are the synonyms. Start is also synonym, begin, and what is commence? Commence means to begin something, especially a shop or business. So is called commence. So these three are, first three are so nearly synonyms of the given word. Synonyms. Right? So they give similar meaning. So which is begin, and commence means to start something, especially business or a shop. Right? Therefore, option D is the opposite meaning of initiate. Question 12. Select the correctly spelled word. Here, correctly spelled word is option B. Attendance. Attendence. NCE. Right? So, meaning of the word attendance is the action of being present. Right? So, meaning is the action of being present. Being present is called attendance. Right? So, option B is the right answer. Question 13. Read the sentence to find out whether there is any error in it. The error, if any, will be in one part of the sentence. The number of that part is the answer. If there is no error, the answer is 5. Ignore errors of punctuation, if any. Here the first part is how much boys. Second part is where present. Third part is in the assembly. And fourth part is no error. Right? Here students, boys is countable noun. Right? So we can count number of boys here. If there is uncountable noun like milk, water, rice, we cannot count the number of milk or rice or water like that. So in case of uncountable nouns, we use much, right? How much water, how much milk, how much rice, right? So for uncountable nouns, we use much, how much. For example, milk, water, rice, etc. Right? So here boys is a countable noun, right? Therefore, we use many. How many boys were present in the assembly, right? Therefore, so if there is a countable noun in a sentence, we use many. How many boys were present in the assembly? Therefore, so first part contains the error. Therefore, option A is the answer. Question 14. Identify the segment in the sentence which contains the grammatical error. So we went for swimming into the river on Sunday. So in the given sentence, action is swimming, right? We went for swimming. Into the river is given. Here river is location of action, right? So in a sentence, so when a location is given, right? Location of action here in this particular case, when a location is given, we use in preposition, right? So the preposition to be used here is in. Therefore, the correct sentence should be, we went for swimming in the river. So it should not be into, should be in the river on Sunday, right? Therefore, into the river has grammatical error, right? So in this portion. Therefore, look at the options. Option B, into the river, right? So which contains grammatical error. It should be in the river. Question 15. In the following question, out of the 4 alternatives, select the alternative which will improve the underlined part of the sentence. In case no improvement is needed, select no improvement. No sooner Ria reached the station than she met her friend. Here, Ria reached is underlined, right? So here, students, sentence starts with no sooner, right? So which is called inverted word order of the sentence. So if it starts with phrase like no sooner, it is called inverted word order. Inverted word order of the sentence. Right? So general format of the sentence will be subject, verb and object. Right? Subject, verb, object. Sometimes we use adjectives also, adverb also, right? So here general format is subject, verb and object. But in this case, so the sentence starts with no sooner, that is inverted word order, right? So in this case, we use a word called auxiliary verb. Particularly, it is a verb which is called auxiliary verb. Therefore, format of the sentence becomes no sooner did Ria reach. Did Ria reach? So this format is called auxiliary verb format, right? So this did Ria reach is called auxiliary verb. Right? So if a sentence starts with inverted word order like no sooner, we use auxiliary verb method, that is did. No sooner did Ria reach the station than she met her friend. Therefore, the correct alternative is, look at the options, did Ria reach? Option B is the answer. In a general format, if a sentence starts with subject, no need to use auxiliary verb, right? So I'll write the method of writing a sentence when it starts with subject, right? Here subject is Ria, right? So Ria no sooner reached the station. Directly we are writing subject, verb and object. Then she met her friend. This part remains same. Met her friend. Right? So, if the format of the sentence is subject, verb and object, no need to use auxiliary verb. Right? Directly we can write the sentence like Ria no sooner reached the station than she met her friend. If a sentence starts with inverted word order like no sooner, So we have to introduce auxiliary verb like did Ria reach the station, right? Therefore, option B is the right answer. Question 16. Change the narration. What are you doing? He said to me. Students, the given sentence is in direct speech. Right? Change the narration means we need to change the speech here. So from direct to indirect. If the sentence is given in indirect, you need to change that to direct speech. Right? So while changing the narration, so we need to follow some rules. Right? So here rule number 1 is, so look at the reporting verb. Here in the sentence, reporting verb is said, right? So in the indirect speech, so according to the feeling of the sentence or nature of the sentence, we need to change the reporting verb. Here, nature of sentence is asking. He's asking something to me, right? What are you doing? He's asking. Therefore, nature of the sentence is asking here. Therefore, said should be changed to, so in place of said, we need to introduce asked. Right? So change the reporting verb. So the rule is first change the reporting verb. Simultaneously, I'll write the indirect speech sentence. So he asked. He asked. There is a preposition here. After the reporting verb, there is a preposition, which is to. Remove that preposition. So remove preposition. Right? Preposition. So it becomes he asked me, right? Now come back to the first part of the sentence. What are you doing? There is a question. So in the inverted comma, right? So the sentence is an interrogative sentence here. In the direct speech, the sentence is an interrogative sentence. It starts with what, right? Therefore, in a sentence, if it starts with what, that is interrogative sentence, no need to introduce that in the indirect speech. Generally, general rule is, so in other cases, he asked me that. We introduce that. Therefore, here, since the sentence is an interrogative sentence, no need to write that, right? So, no need of that, right? Therefore, the sentence becomes he asked me. So, look at the tense of the sentence. What are you doing? So, which is in present continuous tense, right? So, it becomes a past continuous tense in the indirect speech, right? So, present continuous tense becomes past continuous tense. Past continuous tense, right? Therefore, he asked me. Directly we have to write what, right? And also important rule is remove the commas and inverted commas, right? Remove commas and inverted commas. Right? So he asked me what, and here what are you doing? So here you is me here, right? So in indirect speech it becomes what I was doing, right? So present continuous tense becomes past continuous tense. So it becomes what I was doing, right? Therefore, direct speech of the given sentence is indirect speech of the given sentence becomes he asked me what I was doing, right? Here the rules are, first we need to change the reporting verb. So said to asked, right? Then remove the preposition. So here there is a preposition to, so no need to write the preposition. Then what? So here the sentence is in interrogative sentence, right? It is an interrogative sentence. So no need of that, right? Therefore, third rule is no need of that. Directly we have to start with what, and the sentence should be in past continuous tense, right? Therefore, what I was doing, in place of you, we have to write I was doing, right? Therefore, look at the options. He asked me what I was doing. Option A is the right answer. Question 17. The abstract noun of patient is dash. Here, patient is a common noun. Patient means able to accept or tolerate problems or delays or suffering without becoming annoyed or anxious. So able to accept or tolerate problems is called patient, right? So common noun, it's a common noun, patient. That means able to accept or tolerate problems. And that ability is called abstract noun form, right? So abstract noun form of patient is patience. Patience. So it is abstract form of noun. So abstract noun means, so it's a feeling or quality or ability or condition, right? So abstract means abstract noun form is, it's a feeling or quality. Patience is a quality, right? So look at the other options here. Option B is the answer. Illness. Illness is an abstract noun form. So it is a condition, right? Illness is a condition. So illness is abstract form and its common noun form is ill, right? So common noun form is ill, whereas the remaining options, disease. So disease is a common noun, and sickness is also a condition, right? So condition, therefore it is abstract noun. Sickness is abstract noun, sickness, its common form is sick, right? Therefore abstract noun form is a condition, feeling or quality, right? And the person or the one who is having that form, that feeling or condition, that form is called common noun, right? So the patient is a person, so he is having that quality, right? And ill is a, it is also a condition, but while telling the condition of that noun, so we'll say I am ill. So here ill is a noun, right, which is common noun. And sick also, it's a common noun, right? Therefore option B is the abstract form of patient. Students, questions from 18 to 20 are based on the below passage. Here the question is, which of the following is an adjective formed from the noun music? Here word music is taken from the line, people living in villages in Rajasthan have a rich tradition of music and dance. Here music is noun, right? Here adjective form of the noun music is. So what is adjective here? So adjective, general meaning is adjective is quality of a noun, right? So it is quality of a noun, right? So say for example, we'll take a noun, beauty. Beauty is a noun, right? Beauty. Its adjective form is beautiful, right? So it tells quality of the noun, right? So beautiful is quality of the noun, right? So which is adjective. Similarly, music is a noun. Its adjective form is musical, right? So option B is the right answer. Musical means something which is connected with playing or studying music. Something having a pleasant sound, melodious or tuneful is called musical, right? So that means melodious means quality of music. Therefore, option B is the right answer. Since music is noun, musical is adjective, right? Whereas the remaining options, musician. Musician is a noun. It's not an adjective, right? So it is a noun. That means a person who plays a musical instrument is called musician, right? Whereas third option, musically. Musically is an adverb. So when a word ends with LLY, that means adverb. So in a way that relates to music is called musically, right? So dash instrument sounds musically good. That means musically is an adverb. Right? So quality of the verb here. So adverb. Whereas musicality is also a noun. Musicality, it's a talent or skill and understanding in performing music, right? It's a quality. Therefore, or a talent also you can consider. Musicality is noun. Therefore, adjective form of the noun music is musical. Option B is the answer. Question 19. Which of the following word is a synonym of brave? So, same meaning or similar meaning for brave. So, brave means courageous, showing no fear, or daring, right? So, daring or courageous is called brave, right? So, similar meaning for brave is sort of the four options: hardworking, valiant, prosperous, and enthusiastic. Here, valiant gives same meaning, right? Valiant means courageous, daring, that means having no fear, is called valiant, right? So, having no fear gives the same meaning for brave. Option B is the answer. Whereas the remaining options, hardworking. Hardworking means it's a general word, tending to work with energy and commitment, right? Is called hardworking. Whereas prosperous, option C. So fortunate financially or flourishing is called prosperous, right? Fortunate financially is called prosperous, whereas enthusiastic means showing great excitement or interest. So, great excitement or interest is called enthusiastic. Therefore, synonym for brave is valiant. Question 20. The way of living can be replaced with the word. So, livelihood, liveliness, lifelike, and lifestyle. So, way of living is nothing but lifestyle, right? Option D is the right answer. Whereas the remaining words, livelihood. So, first option is livelihood. Livelihood is a noun form, right? So, it is nothing but the money you need to pay for food, place, or clothing, etc. So, it's the money you need to pay for food, shelter, or clothing, etc. It is called livelihood. Whereas liveliness means it's a quality. So it is also a noun form. So I'll mention it as yan, right? A noun form. So quality of being interesting and exciting is called liveliness. So it's a quality of being interesting. Being interesting and exciting is called liveliness. Whereas lifelike means it's an adjective. It's not a noun form. Adjective form. So accurately representing or imitating real life is called lifelike, right? So for example, a lifelike portrait of his two daughters hung on the wall. A lifelike portrait of his two daughters hung on the wall. That means looks like real, right? Lifelike. Therefore, so for the given question, the way of living can be replaced with the word lifestyle. Option D. Question 21. Dash built in the 11th century is dedicated to Lord Shiva and is considered as the largest temple of the city Bhubaneswar, Odisha. Here options are Lingaraj temple, Sun temple, Badrinath temple and Brihadishwara temple. Here option A is the right answer. Lingaraj temple is a Hindu temple dedicated to Lord Shiva and is one of the oldest temple in Bhubaneswar. So Bhubaneswar is the capital of the state of Odisha. Right? So this temple, Lingaraj temple, was built by King Jajati Keshari in the 10th century. So built by King Jajati Keshari in the 10th century. 10th century and completed by King Lalatendu Keshari in the 11th century. So completed by King Lalatendu Keshari in 11th century. in 11th century. So the temple represents the quintessence of Kalinga architecture and culminates the medieval states of the architectural tradition at Bhubaneswar. So option A is the right answer, whereas the remaining options are Sun Temple, Badrinath Temple. So Sun Temple or Konark Sun Temple is the 13th century Sun Temple at Konark near Puri city, Odisha. Right? So whereas Badrinath Temple, it's a Hindu temple dedicated to Vishnu, situated in the town of Badrinath in Uttarakhand. Brihadishwara Temple is a Hindu Dravidian styled temple dedicated to God Shiva, located on the south bank of Kaveri River in Tanjavuru, Tamil Nadu. So, option A, Lingaraj Temple, built in 11th century, right? Completed by King Laltendu Keshari, and it is dedicated to Lord Shiva. Question 22. Which city is scheduled to host the Summer Olympic Games 2024? Paris, Tokyo, Los Angeles, and Beijing. So, Paris city is scheduled to host the Summer Olympic Games 2024. Right? So, the 2024 Summer Olympics is a forthcoming international multi-sport event that is scheduled to take place from 26th July 2024 to 11 August 2024 in Paris, France. So Paris will become the second city to host the Olympic 3 times after London. So before that, London hosted 3 times. So in 1908, 1948, and in 2012. So after that, Paris hosts. So it will be hosting the third time, right? So before that, in 1900, Paris hosted the Summer Olympics. Then in 1924, it hosted, right? So the Olympics was hosted by Paris. So next will be 2024. So the 2024 games will mark the third time Paris has hosted the Olympics, coming exactly 100 years they last hosted the games, right? After they hosted the games. Therefore, option A is the answer. Question 23. Who among the following is the winner of the US Open 2021 men's singles final? Options are Novak Djokovic, Daniel Medvedev, Rafael Nadal, and Roger Federer. So, Russia's Daniel Medvedev was crowned champion of 2021 US Open after defeating world's number one Novak Djokovic. So, he defeated world's number one Novak Djokovic. In men's singles final. So he clinched his maiden Grand Slam title with a straight set victory against the Serbian 6-4, 6-4, 6-4. So 6-4, 6-4, 6-4, right? So Medvedev has become the third Russian after Yevgeny Keflenikov and Marat Safin to win a Grand Slam. So option B is the right answer. Question 24. When is the Indian Air Force Day celebrated? 4th December, 8th October, 15th January, and 26th July. So, the Indian Air Force Day is celebrated on 8th October. Option B is the answer. Right? Air Force Day is celebrated on 8th October every year. Indian Air Force was officially established on 8th October 1932. Established on 1932, 8th October, as an auxiliary air force of the British Empire. After India gained independence from the United Kingdom in 1947, the name Royal Indian Air Force was kept till 1950. So, till 1950, so Royal Indian Air Force, the name was Royal Indian Air Force. So, after that, the prefix royal was removed. So only Indian Air Force was kept. Since October 8, 1932, the day is celebrated every year as Air Force Day. Air Chief Marshal Vivek Ram Chaudhary is the current Chief of Air Staff. So current chief is Air Chief Marshal Vivek Ram Chaudhary. So for the given question, so 8th October is celebrated as Air Force Day every year. Question 25. When the posts of both the president and the vice president are vacant, who among the following officiates as president? So here, the Chief Justice of Supreme Court, right? So who officiates as president when the posts of both president and the vice president are vacant? The Chief Justice of India, officially the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court of India, is the Chief Judge of the Supreme Court of India. Right. So Chief Justice of the Supreme Court is the Chief Judge of the Supreme Court of India, as well as the highest ranking officer of the Indian Federal Judiciary. So highest ranking officer of the Indian Federal Judiciary. Indian Federal Judiciary. The Constitution of India grants power to the President of India to appoint, in consultation with the outgoing Chief Justice, the next Chief Justice who will serve until they reach the age of 65 years or are removed by impeachment. Therefore, option C is the right answer. Chief Justice of Supreme Court officiates as President in their absence, right? Option C. Question 26. Who came to India during the time of Chandragupta Maurya? So look at the options. Option C is the answer. Megasthenes came to India during the time of Chandragupta Maurya. Here, Megasthenes was an ancient Greek historian, diplomat, and Indian ethnographer. So he was an ancient Greek historian and a diplomat and Indian ethnographer. And explorer in the Hellenistic period. At the time of the treaty between the Greek ruler Seleucus I Nicator and the Indian ruler Chandragupta Maurya, he appears to have been serving as an officer under Tiberius. Megasthenes wrote the book Indica. He wrote a book called Indica. Megasthenes was the Greek ambassador of Seleucus I Nicator in the court of Chandragupta Maurya. So he was a Greek ambassador of Seleucus I Nicator. So option C is the right answer. Question 27. Full form of CNG is combined natural gas, compressed natural gas, clean natural gas, and carbon natural gas. Here option B, compressed natural gas is the full form of CNG. Here the major component of biogas and compressed natural gas is methane. So CNG contains methane as major component. Methane. So about 92 to 98%. 92 to 98%. So biogas or CNG contains about 92 to 98% of methane and only 2 to 8% of carbon dioxide. 2 to 8% of carbon dioxide. Right? So the high methane content and the calorific value combined with the low quantity of moisture, hydrogen sulfide and impurities makes bios and CNG an ideal fuel for automobiles and power generation. Right? Compressed natural gas is a fuel that can be used in place of gasoline, diesel fuel, and liquid petroleum gas. So alternative for gasoline, diesel fuel, and liquid petroleum gas, LPG. CNG is made by compressing natural gas, which is mainly composed of methane. So for the given question, full form of CNG is compressed natural gas. Question 28. The value of 256 raised to 0.16 into 256 raised to 0.09 is. Here students, we know some algebraic identities like a raised to m into a raised to n is equal to a raised to m plus n. Here in place of a, so the value of a is 256. We have the base as 256. Apply the same identity here. So 256 raised to 0.16 into same base to the power of 0.09 can be written as 256 raised to 0.16 plus 0.09. Right? Here m is 0.16 and n is 0.09. Therefore, we can write it as 256. Base is 256 raised to. So power becomes 0.25. Sum of 0.16 and 0.09. 0.25. So we'll write 256 as 16 square because 16 square is 256 and its power is 0.25. So 0.25 is nothing but 1 by 4. So 0.25 is 25 by 100, which is nothing but 1 by 4. Right? Now we know the identity, another algebraic identity, a raised to m whole raised to n is a raised to m into n. Right? So apply this identity here. So here a is 16 square, or we'll take it as 16. So a raised to m is 2 here. Right? N is 1 by 4. A is 16 raised to 2 into 1 by 4. Right? Therefore, it is 16 raised to 2 into 1 by 4 is 1 by 2. Right? So, 16 is 4 raised to 2. 4 square is 16. Whole raised to 1 by 2. Apply the same identity. A raised to m whole raised to n is a raised to m into n. So, here a is 4. M into n. 2 into 1 by 2 is 1. So, 4 raised to 1 is 4. Therefore, the value of the given expression is option C, 4. Question 29. If Anuj walks at the speed of 4 km per hour, then he reaches his school 6 minutes late. But if he walks at the speed of 5 km per hour, then he reaches 6 minutes before the scheduled time. What is the distance of his school from his house? Here, students, this question is based on speed, distance, and time, right? We know the relation between speed, distance, and time, right? Speed is equal to distance by time. Distance by time. Here, at first, Anuj walks at the speed of 4 km per hour, right? From his house, he walks at the speed of 4 km per hour. And he reaches his school 6 minutes late. In an ideal condition, if S is the speed of a person, to reach some distance D, he takes T minutes of time or T units of time. It may be minute, second, or hour, right? So S is equal to D by T is the formula for speed, which means if a person or an object is moving with some speed to reach some distance or to cover some distance, it takes or he takes T units of time. Therefore, S is equal to D by T. So in this case, let T be the time taken by Anuj to reach his school. If T is the time, then he reaches school 6 minutes late. Therefore, time taken by him is T plus 6 minutes. So he takes extra 6 minutes. Therefore, it is T plus 6 minutes. Right? So in the second case, so he walks at the speed of 5 km per hour. Right? 5 km per hour. So here let S1 and S2 be his speeds in different conditions, different situations, right? So then he reaches his school 6 minutes before. So time taken by him to reach his school is T minus 6 minutes, right? So he takes 6 minutes less time here. So here we need to find distance of his school from his house. Let D be the distance of his school from his house, right? So we need to find distance D. So using this formula, speed is equal to distance by time. So in first situation, S1, speed S1 is equal to distance by time, D by time. Time is t plus 6. He takes extra 6 minutes, right? Which means he is walking with the speed of 4 km per hour to cover d distance and he takes extra 6 minutes. Consider this as equation 1. In the second situation, speed of Anuj is 5 km per hour, right? Therefore, he covers d distance with the speed of 5 km per hour and he takes 6 minutes less time. Therefore, 5 is equal to d by t minus 6. Consider this as equation 2. Using equation 1 and 2. So, let us rearrange these terms. So, 4 into t plus 6 is equal to d and 5 into t minus 6 is equal to d. Therefore, we can equate these two equations, right? We can equate 3 and 4. So, 3 is equal to 4. Distance covered by him or distance between school and house is same, right? So, 4 into t plus 6, 4 into t plus 6 is equal to 5 into t minus 6. Find the value of t, right? So, simplify it. 4t plus 24 is equal to 5t minus 30. So, 5t minus 4t is equal to, so 30 plus 24, which is 54 minutes. T is in terms of minutes, right? So, t is actual time, right? So, irrespective of these two situations, actual time from house to school to reach the school is 54 minutes, right? In an ideal condition. So here we need to find the distance. Substitute the value of t in any of these equations. So in equation 3, let us consider. So equation 3 becomes 4 into t plus 6. 4 into t plus 6 is d here. Therefore, d is equal to 4 into t is 54 minutes. He takes extra 6 minutes, right? So, which means 4 into 60 minutes. Here, 4 is in terms of kilometer per hour, right? And the time is in terms of minutes, 60 minutes. So, let us express this time in terms of hour, right? 4 into 60 by 60 hour. Whereas, 4 is in terms of kilometer per hour. Therefore, distance is equal to 4 kilometer, right? Therefore, so distance of his school from his house is 4 kilometer, option A. Question 30. If sine raised to 4x plus sine square x is equal to 1, then what is the value of cot raised to 4x plus cot square x? So consider the first expression. Sine raised to 4x plus sine square x is equal to 1. So in this equation, so we'll consider sine raised to 4x in the LHS part. So in the RHS part, it becomes 1 minus sine square x. Right? From the trigonometric identities, sine square x plus cos square x is equal to 1. Right? Or sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Therefore, 1 minus sine square x becomes cos square x. So, which is nothing but sine raised to 4x. These two are equal. Consider this as equation 1. Now, consider the second expression. Right? We need to find the value of the second expression. Cot raised to 4x plus cot square x is equal to. So, we'll take cot square x common here into cot square x plus 1. Here, cot square x is common. So, here 1 plus cot square theta is always cosecant square theta, right? From the trigonometric identities. So, 1 plus cot square theta or cot square x is always cosecant square x. Cosecant square x. So, we can write cot square x into cosecant square x. Cosecant square x. Right? So, here cot is nothing but. So, let us express cot and cosec in terms of sine and cos. Right? So, here cot x is always cos by sine. Cos x by sine. Whereas, cosecant x or cosecant theta is always inverse of sine theta or sine x, right? So cot is always cos by sine, and cosecant is equal to inverse of sine, right? So now we can write cot square x as cos square x by sine square x into cosecant square x as 1 by inverse of sine it is. So 1 by sine square x. Therefore, cos square x by sine raised to 4x, right? So from equation 1, sine raised to 4x is again cos square x. Therefore, cos square x by cos square x is equal to 1, right? Therefore, the value of the given expression is 1, option D. Question 31. 1 liter of water is added to 5 liters of alcohol water solution which is containing 40% alcohol strength. The strength of alcohol in the new solution will be. So in the original solution, so in 5 liters of alcohol water solution, there is a 40% of alcohol, right? Remaining 60% is water, right? So let us consider a solution. 5 liter solution, volume of the solution is 5 liters, right? So alcohol plus water solution. Here alcohol strength is 40%, therefore water strength is 60%, right? Therefore, volume of alcohol and water in the original solution. So we will find volume of alcohol in the original solution is, so which means out of 100, so 40 is the strength of alcohol in the solution. 40% of 5 liters into 5. So which means 40% of 5 liter is alcohol strength, right? Therefore, it is 2 liters in the original solution. So volume of alcohol is 2 liters. Therefore, volume of water is 3 liters, right? So volume of water is equal to, so 5 minus 2, it is 3 liters, right? So when 1 liter of water is added, so in the new solution, so to the same solution, when 1 liter of water is added, that means its volume becomes 5 plus 1, which is 6 liters. So in which alcohol strength is, or alcohol volume we'll consider, no need to take the strength, alcohol volume is 2 liters, whereas volume of water is 4 liters, right? Here to the new solution, 1 liter of water is added. Therefore, volume of water becomes 4 liters, right? Therefore, we need to find strength of alcohol in the new solution. So here, strength of alcohol is equal to, so which means out of 6 liters, out of total volume, right? So volume of alcohol is 2. Therefore, for 100, right? Which means out of total volume in the solution, 2 liters is strength of alcohol or volume of alcohol. Therefore, for 100, right? So it is 100 by 3, which means 33 integer 1 by 3% is strength of alcohol in the new solution. 33 integer 1 by 3%. Option C is the right answer. Students, if you want to practice all the questions from this paper, please visit our website www.examsnet.com. You can also download our app. The link is given in the description box. Question 32. The length of a rectangle is twice its breadth. If its length is decreased by 5 cm and breadth is increased by 5 cm, the area of the rectangle is increased by 75 square centimeter. What is the length of the rectangle? So consider a rectangle of length L and breadth B, right? So length L and breadth B. Here, length of the rectangle is twice its breadth. So that means if L is length, B is breadth, so we'll consider x centimeter as breadth of the rectangle. So its length becomes 2x centimeter, right? So let L is equal to 2x centimeter and B breadth is equal to x centimeter, which means length of the rectangle is twice its breadth, right? So a rectangle of area. So let A1 be area of the rectangle, right? So in the second case here, if its length decreased by 5 centimeter, so we'll consider its length. So decreased by 5 centimeter means, so L is equal to 2x minus 5 centimeter. And breadth is increased by 5 centimeter, which means its breadth is B is equal to x plus 5 centimeter. If its breadth becomes x plus 5 centimeter, L is equal to 2x minus 5 centimeter. The area of the rectangle is increased by 75 square centimeter. So A2, area of the rectangle, increased by 75 square centimeter means it becomes A1 plus 75 square centimeter square, right? So for that we need to find A1 first, right? So what is the length of the rectangle? Finally we have to find the length, which is 2x centimeter. For that we need value of x, right? So let us go step by step. First, in the first situation, here L is 2x, B is x centimeter. Therefore area A1, area of the rectangle is length into breadth, right? So which is 2x into x, 2x square centimeter is area of the rectangle, right? So consider the second case. Here area A2 is equal to again length into breadth. So length is 2x minus 5, breadth is x plus 5, right? When length is decreased by 5 centimeter, breadth is increased by 5 centimeter, area will be increased by 75 square centimeter. Therefore, we'll take A2 as A1 plus 75. What is A1? A1 is 2x square. Therefore, 2x square plus 75 is equal to. So expand these terms. So 2x square plus 10x minus 5x minus 25. Right? So now simplify. You can cancel 2x square, 2x square. Therefore, 75 plus 25 is equal to, so 10x minus 5x is 5x. Therefore, 5x is 100. X is equal to 20, right? Which is breadth of the triangle. Not triangle, breadth of the rectangle, right? So here the question is, what is length of the rectangle, which is 2x centimeter, right? So original length of the rectangle is 2x. Therefore, length is equal to 2x, which is 2 into 20 is 40 centimeter, right? Therefore, option C. So 40 centimeter is the length of the rectangle. Question 33. 3 cubes of sides 1 centimeter, 6 centimeter and 8 centimeter are melted to form a new cube. Find half of the surface area of the new cube. So here students, 3 cubes are melted to form a new cube. So let us consider 3 cubes, right? So 1 cube of side 1 centimeter, another cube of side 6 centimeter, and another cube of side 8 centimeter, right? 8 centimeter cube. When these cubes are melted to form a new cube is formed, new cube, right? So volume of this new cube becomes the sum of the volumes of 3 individual cubes, right? Therefore, we'll consider volume of new cube. New cube is equal to volume of first cube, whose side is 1 centimeter. So volume of a cube, by the formula, volume of a cube is equal to, so cube of its side, right? Side cube, right? Therefore, volume of first cube is 1 cube, volume of second cube is 6 cube, and third cube is 8 cube, right? So 1 cube is 1, 6 cube is 6 into 6, 36, 36 into 6, 216. So 8 cube, so 8 into 8, 64, 64 into 8 is 512, right? Therefore, volume of new cube is equal to, volume of new cube is equal to 1 plus 216 is 217 plus 512 it is 729 centimeter cube is volume of the new cube, right? Here we need to find half of the surface area. So first find the surface area of a cube. So new cube. So by the formula, surface area of a cube. Surface area of a cube is equal to, so 6 times square of its side. 6 into its square of its side. So for that we need side of the new cube, right? Therefore, side of new cube is equal to, since volume is 729 centimeter cube, so side becomes cube root of 729. Right? Volume is side cube, right? Therefore, side is equal to cube root of 729. So which is 9 centimeter. Cube root of 729 is 9. Right? Therefore, side of the new cube is 9 centimeter. Therefore, surface area. Surface area by the formula, it is 6 times 9 square. So 6 times 81, which is 486 centimeter square. Since it is area, so 486 centimeters square. Here the question is half of the surface area, right? Therefore, so half of surface area. Surface area is equal to half into 486, which is 243 centimeters square. Right? So half of the surface area of new cube is 243 centimeters square, option D. Question 34. 2 cards are drawn successively without replacement from a well-shuffled pack of 52 cards. The probability of drawing 2 aces is. Here, students, we are using the formula or concept of probability. Probability is equal to, let us consider the formula first. Probability is equal to number of favorable outcomes divided by total number of outcomes, right? Number of favorable outcomes divided by total number of outcomes. Total number of outcomes. So to find number of favorable outcomes, so let us consider pack of cards, right? So number of cards in a pack is always 52. 52 cards in a pack, right? And in which there are 4 aces. In a card, there are 4 aces. Right? Here, probability of drawing 2 aces is asked. So, probability of drawing 1 ace is equal to, by the formula, it is number of favorable outcomes. Here, favorable outcomes are number of aces. Right? So, which is 4 by total number of outcomes is nothing but number of cards in a pack. It is 4 by 52. But here, probability of drawing 2 aces is asked. Once again, we have to take the probability of drawing another ace. So, for which already 1 ace is drawn here, right? Therefore, remaining aces are 3. 3 remaining. Right? Therefore, probability of drawing second ace is 3 by total number of outcomes by 52. Right? Therefore, so simplify it. 4 into 13, right? 52, 3 and 52. 3 into 1. Is it divisible by 51? Here the remaining cards are 51. Because already 1 card is drawn, right? Remaining cards are 51. Therefore, 3 by 51. So it becomes 3 by 51. That is 1 by 17. Therefore, 1 by 13 into 17 is equal to 1 by 221. So don't get confused, children. Probability of drawing 2 aces is, so probability of drawing 1 ace, so by the formula it is number of favorable outcomes 4 by total number of outcomes 52, right? So that means, so 1 ace being drawn here. So total number of or remaining cards are 51 here, right? So in which 3 cards are aces. Right? Therefore, probability of drawing second ace is 3 by 51. right? Therefore, final answer is 1 by 221. So look at the options. Option D is the right answer. Question 35. A ladder leaning against a wall makes an angle 60 degree with the horizontal. If the foot of the ladder is 2.5 meter away from the wall, find the length of the ladder. So consider a ladder like this. So leaning against the wall. So and a wall leaning against the wall. So let AB be the wall and AC be the ladder, right? So this ladder makes an angle 60 degree with the horizontal. So this BC is the horizontal, right? So which is horizontal. So here AC is ladder and AB is the wall. So which makes ladder makes an angle 60 degree with the horizontal, right? If the foot of the ladder is 2.5 meter away from the wall, so foot of the ladder is here at C, so it is 2.5 meter away from the wall, right? So CB is 2.5 meter. Find the length of the ladder. We need to find AC, right? So let AC is equal to L, length of the ladder. Length of the ladder, right? So here, so because of the ladder and its position, so here we have a triangle, particularly a right angle triangle because of the wall, ABC. So in a right angle triangle, we can apply trigonometric functions, right? So here we need to find the length of the ladder L, AC. Therefore, now we need to use a trigonometric function which relates base of the triangle and hypotenuse. Here length is nothing but hypotenuse of the triangle ABC, right? So which function, trigonometric function can be used here? So cos function, right? Cos theta always relates base of a triangle and hypotenuse because cos theta is equal to base by hypotenuse. Base by hypotenuse. Right? Here theta is angle made by the ladder with the horizontal. So which is 60 degree. Therefore it is cos 60. Base is BC. So which is 2.5 meter by hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is nothing but length of the ladder. Right? Therefore length of the ladder hypotenuse. Hypo is equal to 2.5 by cos 60. 60. Cos 60 is equal to 1 by 2. Right? So 2.5 by 1 by 2. So 2.5 into 2, which is 5 meter. Here hypotenuse is nothing but the length of the ladder, right? So 5 meter is length of the ladder. So option B is the right answer. Question 36. Select the Venn diagram that best represents the relationship between the following set of classes. Taller, black hair people and Indians. These are the three classes. Now consider a set of taller. So this represents set of taller, right? Some taller people can be black hair people, right? Therefore, so we consider black hair people set like this, which means, so some taller people are black hair people. Black hair people. Right? And another set is set of Indians. Some taller people are Indians, right? So Indians can be taller, right? Therefore, we'll consider Indian set of Indians like this, which includes set of taller also. And some black hair people are Indians also, right? Therefore, set of Indians will be like this. Right? So this shaded part represents some taller people are Indians also, or some Indians are taller people. And this shaded part represents some Indians are black hair people. And this, which I am showing now, shaded part represents some taller people are black hair people, right? And finally, this inside part, right? This intersection part, shaded part shows some people are taller as well as they are black hair people. Also, they are Indians, or some Indians are taller as well as black hair people. right? So I'll write the first case. Some Indians are taller. Indians are taller. With respect to Indians, we'll consider taller. And some Indians are black hair people. Black hair people. Thirdly, some black hair people. Black hair people are taller, right? These are first, second, and third, right? Intersection sets. And fourth one, some Indians are both taller and black haired. Both taller and black haired. So which is fourth part. Right? So look at the options. Option B best represents the relationship between taller black haired people and Indians, right? So option B is the right answer. Question 37. The angle between the hands of a clock at 8:15 is, in degrees we need to find the angle, right? So at 8:15, so let us consider a clock. Here the time is 8:15. Here is 9, 6, 3 and 12, right? So 8 o'clock. So number 8 will be here, 7 will be here, right? So 5 and 4, right? So here at 8:15, the minute hand is on the 3. So minute hand will be here. So this is minute hand, right? And the hour hand is quarter of the way from the 8 to the 9. So hour hand will be quarter of the way means here. So half of the way means here it will be 8.5. So quarter of the way means 8.25, right? So our hand will be quarter of the way from the 8 to the 9, right? So value becomes 8.25. So our hand is equal to 8.25. Its value is 8.25. And minute hand is on 3, right? So each number, consider any two numbers, 3 and 4, consecutive numbers, 5 and 6, right? So each number is separated by 30 degrees. Here the total angle in a circle is 360 degrees, right? Total angle in a circle is 360 degrees. And there are 12 equal numbers. Therefore, 360 by 12 gives 30 degrees, right? Therefore, each number is separated by 30 degrees, right? Therefore, the angle formed between the minute's hand and hour hand at 8:15. So, angle formed between the hands of a clock at 8:15 is equal to. So here the simple method is, first consider the angle between two numbers. So each number is separated by 30 degree. So angle between two numbers into our hand value is 8.25 minus minute hand is 3 on 3, right? Our hand is on 8.25, right? Minute hand is on 3. So angle between two numbers is 30 degree into 8.25 minus 3 is 5.25, right? So 30 into 5.25 is, you will get 157.5 degrees. So this is the angle formed between the hands of a clock at 8:15. 157.5 degrees. Option C is the right answer. Question 38. Select the Venn diagram that best represents the relationship between the following: mother, father, and engineer. Right? Here, common category is engineer. Right? So, we'll consider set of engineer first. Set of engineer. So, in which some are mothers. So, we'll consider set of mothers like this. Set of mothers. And this portion represents some are mothers. Some engineers are mothers. And some engineers are fathers. Right? Set of fathers. So, we cannot relate mothers and fathers here. Right? Therefore, there is no intersection part between mother and father. Therefore, so there will be intersection part between engineer and father and engineer and mother, right? So we cannot intersect mother and father set. Therefore, this set or this Venn diagram best represents the relationship between mother, father, and engineer, right? Therefore, options are here. Option D is the right answer. Question 39. Find how many meaningful words can be formed from the first, fourth, ninth, and 10th letter of the word corruption. Here the first letter is C, right? Fourth letter is C-O-R-R. R is the fourth letter. Ninth letter is 5, 6, 7, 8. Ninth letter is O, whereas 10th letter is, so last letter, which is N. So using C-R-O-N, we can form a meaningful word which is C-O-R-N, corn. Right? So only one word can be formed. So you can try whether we can form another word or not. R-O. No, we cannot form more than one word here. Therefore, only one word can be formed. So option A. Question 40. Select the Venn diagram that best represents the relationship between the following classes: women, mother, and doctor. So here, consider set of women first. Set of women. So in that, some women are doctors, right? So we'll consider doctor set separately, right? So we'll consider set of mothers now. So some women are mothers. Not all women are mothers. Therefore, so some portion of women, right? So some portion represents set of mother, which means, so some women are mothers. Mothers, right? Secondly, so there is a set of doctor, right? Some doctors are women or some doctors are mothers, right? Therefore, we'll consider set of doctors in this way, right? Set of doctors. So this part represents some doctors are women, right? And the next part, shaded part, represents some doctors are mothers, right? Therefore, some doctors are women and some doctors are mothers. Some doctors are mothers. So if some doctors are mothers, no need to say some doctors are women also, because mother in the sense they are women, right? Therefore, so look at the options. Option B is the right answer. Question 41. If Foster is equal to 36, dance is equal to 25, then orchard is equal to. So here is a simple logic to Foster. So in which there are 6 letters, F-O-S-T-E-R, right? Therefore, Foster is equal to 6 square. So number of letters is 6, therefore 36. Whereas in dance, there are 5 letters, D-A-N-C-E, therefore it is square of 5, which is 26. So the logic is number of letters, it's a square, right? So therefore, orchard is equal to, orchard means number of letters are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 letters are there. Therefore, 7 square is equal to 49, right? So orchard is equal to 49. So option C is the right answer. Question 42. Select the number that can replace the question mark in the following series. Here first number is 423. Second number is 407. Third number is 439. Fourth number is 391. Fifth number is 455. We need to find the next number, right? Now consider first and third number. So these two are the numbers in odd places. First and third number, right? 423 plus a number is 439. Therefore, the number to be added here is 16, right? Again, consider a number in odd place, which is fifth number, 455. So 439 plus again 16. When 16 is added to 439, you will get 455, right? Consider second and fourth numbers, right? 407 and 391. Therefore, we need to subtract a number from 407 to get 391. Therefore, 407 minus 16 gives 391, right? So, to get next number, which is in even place, sixth number. So, we need to consider fourth number and the last number. A number 16 to be subtracted from fourth number. So 391 minus 16. 391 minus 16 is equal to 375. Therefore, the sixth number is 375. So option B is the right answer. Question 43. Choose the correct alternative for the following. Light, blind. Therefore, noise is related to. Here, light is related to blind as a blind cannot see the lights, right? So, a blind cannot see the lights, right? Similarly, a deaf cannot hear the noise. So, noise is related to hearing, right? Therefore, a deaf cannot hear the noise, right? A deaf cannot hear the noise. Therefore, noise is related to deaf. So, option C is the right answer. Question 44. Select the number that can replace the question mark in the following series. First number is 1. Second number is 2. Third number is 6. So, consider first and second number. So, 1 plus 1 is 2. Second and third number, 2 plus 4. The number to be added to get the third number is 4 here, right? So, next number is 15. Right? A number should be added to 6 to get 15. Therefore, this number is 9. Plus 9 gives 15. Therefore, 15 plus a number gives 31. So, that number is 16. And 31 plus a number is 56. So, 31 plus 25 is 56. Therefore, the last number. So, what is the last number? So, look at the numbers here. Numbers added are 1, 4, 9, 16 and 25. 1 is 1 square, 4 is 2 square, 3 square, 16 is 4 square, 25 is 5 square. Therefore, the next number should be added is 6 square, which is 36. So, 56 plus 36 is equal to 92. Therefore, the last number is 92, option A. Question 45. If plus means into means minus, minus means divided by, and divided by means plus, then what will be the value of the given expression? So here is the expression 37 plus. Here plus means into, right? 37 into 73 minus 23. So minus means divided by. So it becomes divided by 23 divided by 32. Divided by means plus 32 into 29. Into means minus 29. Here, students, in order to solve any mathematical expression, we need to follow BODMAS rule. BODMAS. So first remove the bracket part. There is no bracket to remove. Next comes off part. Off means square of or cube of, or if there is any square root or cube root part, if there is any percentage right? These are all comes under off part, right? There is no off part here. So next comes division. So now consider the division part, right? So 37 into 73 divided by 23 is 3.174 plus 32 minus 29. Next comes multiplication. M stands for multiplication. 37 into 3.174 is 117.43 plus 32 minus 29. Right? So next operation is addition followed by subtraction. Right? 117.43 plus 32 is 149.43 minus 29 is equal to 120.43 is the final answer. So 120.43, option D is the answer. Question 46. Select the figure from among the given options that can replace the question mark in the following series. So here series has 4 figures. So let us name them as A, B, C, D. We need to find the 5th one. Right? So consider figure A. So figure A, each figure has 5 lines here. Right? So we'll consider 5 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in figure A. Right? So consider the first line in figure A. So which is this. Consider figure B, right? So in figure B, so the position of this line, first line of figure A will be the 5th position. So in figure B also we'll consider 5 positions, right? So 5th position will be this, of this line, right? That means first line of figure A will go to 5th position in figure B. Right? That means it goes to its previous position, right? So consider the second line of figure A, this, right? This second line will go to the first position in figure B and the direction of the position, second line changes. That means second line will be rotated through 180 degree. So rotated through, second line will be rotated through 180 degree and its position will be its previous position, right? Consider the third line. Third line is a line with a square, shaded square, right? In figure A. So whereas in figure B, its position changes. Only the position changes means, so it will go to its previous position. There will not be any change in the direction, right? So consider fourth figure. Fourth figure, a line with a triangle. So in figure B, its position will be third position. Instead of fourth position, it will be in third position. So whereas the fifth line is this one, right? So in figure B, this fifth line will go to fourth position, right? Here, the simple rule is, first rule is, each line will go to its previous position. Each line will go to its previous position, right? And direction of the second line changes, right? That means, so second line will be rotated through 180 degree. Rotated through 180 degree, right? After changing its position. Right? So look at the second line here. So second line was this one, a line with a dot, right? It changes its position when it goes to the first position, right? Only there will be change in the direction of second line, right? So compare B and C figures, right? So second line was this, which I am showing. So its direction is changed here in the third figure. That means in the C figure. Similarly, in the fourth figure. So compare the second line of C figure and first line of D figure, right? So direction is changed. So we can predict the fifth figure, so which is figure E, right? So consider the first line of fourth figure. So first line is a line with a triangle. So its position will be the fifth position in figure E. So a line with a triangle, right? So second line in figure D is a line with a diamond shape, right? So second line will go to first position and its direction will be changed like this, right? So consider third line in the figure D. So this third position will be the second position in figure E, right? So second line will be this, right? Consider fourth line. Fourth line will become third line in figure E. So fourth line is a line with a dot, right? Fifth line becomes fourth line in figure E. Fifth line is line with a square. So this becomes here. Therefore, in figure E, we have 5 lines and the order is diamond and a vertical line and a dot and a square and a triangle. So look at the options: diamond and vertical line and a dot and a square and a triangle. So option D is the right answer. So which is the fifth figure in the given series, or figure E in the given series. Option D is the right answer. Question 47. Which answer figure will complete the pattern in the following question figure? So figure has 4 parts, right? So 1, 2, 3 and 4. 4 parts. Here, first part is, it is exactly the inverted image of the second part. Here first part is like M, right? And the second part is like W, right? So first part is exactly the inverted image or mirror image of the second part, right? Inverted image of the second part. So whereas fourth part is again M, right? Therefore third part will be the inverted image of fourth part, right? So look at the options. So option A is the right answer, right? So which is W, right? So which is the inverted image of fourth part, right? Option A is the right answer. Question 48. Select the correct mirror image of the figure when the mirror is placed at the right side of the figure. Here is the given figure and mirror is placed at the right side of the figure, right? Here the given figure is a non-symmetrical figure. So what is a non-symmetrical figure? So a figure in which an imaginary line passes through the midpoint of it, it doesn't divide the figure into 2 equal parts. For example, so we'll consider symmetrical and non-symmetrical figures first. So consider the case of a rectangle. Here is a rectangle. So consider an imaginary line which passes through midpoint of a rectangle. Here this line divides the rectangle into 2 equal parts. Therefore, rectangle is a symmetrical figure. Right? Symmetrical figure. Right? Another example is an equilateral triangle. Consider the case of an equilateral triangle. If an imaginary line passes through the midpoint of the triangle, it divides the triangle into 2 equal parts, right? So similarly, a square. Square is also a symmetrical figure, right? And a circle is also a symmetrical figure. Right? Here the thing is, imaginary line should pass through the midpoint of the figure, right? Then only it can divide the figure into 2 equal parts, right? Therefore, so square, triangle, particularly an equilateral triangle, and a circle and rectangle, these are all symmetrical figures. So non-symmetrical figures means, so consider a random figure like this, right? So if an imaginary line passes through midpoint of the figure, it doesn't divide the figure into 2 equal parts. Therefore, the given figure is, so which I am showing now, it is a non-symmetrical figure. Similarly, the given figure. So if a mirror is placed at the right side of the figure, in case of non-symmetrical figures, so right side of the figure will be the left side of the image, right? The right side of the figure will be the left side of the image. So let us draw the image of the given figure. So I'm just showing a bit enlarged figure here, enlarged image, right? Here is a rectangular part. Here right side of the figure. So we'll consider right side. So below the diagonal. Here even the diagonal will be like this, right? From top left to bottom right. Here in the original figure, it is top right to bottom left. So here it will be reversed in the image part. So diagonal also will be reversed. And below the diagonal part, so consider the middle line like this. Right? Position and directions will be exactly reversed. And yes part. So yes looks like this. Right? Above the diagonal. Above the diagonal. So here there is a line from the diagonal to the one of the vertices. Then so to the right side of this line in the original figure, so this part is to the right side of this line. So here in the image, so this will be like this, right? Therefore, image of a non-symmetrical figure, right? So exactly reverse in the direction, position, right? Direction and position. Therefore, so look at the options. Image of the given figure is option A. Option A. Question 49. Two different positions of the same dice are shown below, the 6 faces of which are numbered 1 to 6 dots. Find the number on the face opposite to the one having 2 dots. So we need to find the opposite face of the face having 2 dots, right? So we'll consider face having 2 dots first, right? So its adjacent faces are, so it's very simple here. So there are two methods to find the opposite face of face having 2 dots. Here first easiest method is method 1. Method 1 is, so let us write adjacent faces of face having 2 dots. Adjacent faces. So from figure 1. So figure 1. So here face having 2 dots is the top face. It has two adjacent sides, adjacent faces, which are face having 6 dots and face having 5 dots, right? So adjacent faces are face having 6 dots and face having 5 dots, right? And from figure 2, so here face having 2 dots is here. If you consider this as the front face, so just imagine the 3-dimensional view of the dice here. So just imagine, so face having 2 dots is the front face. So here its adjacent faces are right face and top face, which are face having 1 dot and face having 3 dot. Therefore, face having 1 dot and face having 3 dots. These are all adjacent faces of face having 2 dots, right? So in a dice, there are 6 faces. So among which 2, 5, 6, 1 and 3 dots faces are adjacent faces. And the remaining one face must be the opposite face of face having 2 dots. So which is that face? So that face is face having 4 dots. Because in the given question, the 6 faces of the dice are numbered 1 to 6 dots. Right? One face is having 1 dot, another face is having 2 dots, and the third face is having 3 dots, another face should have 4 dots. So which is the opposite face of face having 2, right? Opposite face of face having 2 dots. Therefore, so option C is the right answer, right? So we'll consider method 2 here. Another method is, so consider the first position of the dice, right? So we'll consider a dice, first position of the dice, in which top face is face having 2 dots. This is top. Just imagine the 3-dimensional view of the dice, right? So here we'll consider face having 5 dots as the front face, right? So front face has 5 dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dots. And face having 6 dots becomes left face now, right? 6 dots face becomes left face. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Consider the second position of the dice, right? So consider the second position of the dice like this. Here the change is, so keeping the right face constant. Just imagine face having 1 dot is right face. Right face. So keeping the right face constant. So rotate the dice through 90 degree. 90 degree in clockwise vertically. Right? So rotated through 90 degree. 90 degree. Vertically in clockwise direction. In clockwise direction. Right? When the second position of the dice is rotated through 90 degree in clockwise direction, so face having 2 becomes top face. Right? If face having 2 goes to top face, face having 3 will go to the back face. It becomes the back face. Right? So face having 3 becomes back face. So it will be behind. Right? So now compare these two. Right? We'll name it as first and second position. So in the first position, 5 number or the face having 5 dots is the front face, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And face having 6 dots is the left face, right? So according to second position, face having 1 dot is the right face. Therefore, the face having 4 dots should be the bottom face, right? So bottom face is face having 4 dots. So which is opposite face of top? Therefore, the question is number on the face opposite to the one having 2 dots is 4, right? So option C is the right answer. Question 50. Speaking to Imran, Salim said, "You are the son of my only son-in-law." How is Salim's wife related to Imran? Here, students, let's make a family tree using some symbols. So here we use a circular symbol for all females, a square symbol for all males, a horizontal line for siblings, and a double parallel line or double horizontal line for married couple. Married couple. And a vertical line or slightly horizontal lines for difference of generation. Difference of generation. That means father to daughter or father to son, mother to daughter or mother to son, like that. So now consider the question. Speaking to Imran, Salim said, "You are the son of." Here you means Imran, right? So Imran is a male. You are the son of. Here the son indicates Imran is a male, right? So Imran. Right? Salim is telling, "You are the son of my only son-in-law." That means Salim has only son-in-law, only one son-in-law. So Imran is the son of a man, right? A man who is son-in-law of Salim. That means, so this son-in-law is married to Salim's daughter, right? So daughter is Salim's daughter. Salim's only daughter. So who is married to this man, son-in-law. And their son is Imran, right? So Salim's daughter and Salim will be here. Salim. So difference of generation, right? Father to daughter. And Salim is married to somebody, right? Salim is married to, use double horizontal line. So because the question is, how is Salim's wife related to Imran, right? So this person is Salim's wife. Salim's wife, right? So this family tree shows Salim and his wife, they have a daughter, right? And this daughter is married to a man and they have a son who is Imran. Here the question is, so how is Salim's wife related to Imran? So Salim's wife becomes grandmother, particularly maternal grandmother, because Salim's wife has a daughter, right, whose son is Imran. Daughter's son becomes grandson, right? And for Imran, Salim's wife becomes maternal grandmother, right? Therefore, option C is the right answer. Salim's wife is maternal grandmother of Imran, right? Therefore, option C is the right answer. With this, I am completing this paper. If you want to practice all the questions from this paper, please visit our website www.examsnet.com. You can also download our app. The link is given in the description box. I wish you all the best for your future exams.